Alright, I'm about to show you guys how to really quickly and simply enable email inside of your Jigy Generator application. So let's go over to the documentation on the Get Jigy site. We're going to look for the login section. And the reason we're looking for the login section is because inside of that login form, we have forgot my password functionality, which automatically sends the user an email to recover their account. So here we go right here. We have the login form. So you can see that it has the lost password link in it. Okay, so now let's go over to the desktop and get Jigy Generator started. Now I keep an icon, a link to Jigy Generator on my desktop so I can get to it easy because I use it all the time. So let's start it up. Okay, now you have the terms and conditions. We're just going to agree to that, right? Make sure you have your requirements. Read through this if you've never done this before. Okay, now we're on the configuration page. I'm just going to name my project test email. I'm going to use the world database. And then in our next field, we're just going to type in the JDBC URL to get to that database. So my database is on the local host. It's listening on port 3306. And I'm using the database world. That's what that means. So now I'm going to enter my username and password for my user in the database. And then my base package is going to be com.testemail. Just something simple. Something simple. Okay, and then the only other required field is this one. It wants to know where Jigy Generator client is on your computer. So mine is right here. So I'm just going to grab this folder and paste it in here. Boom. This is where mine is. Okay, so now we can get into the email. Let's scroll to the top. These top 4 fields, these are your email related fields. So you have your SMTP relay server, out server. You have your out port, your customer service email account, and your password. So let's start at customer service email account. Ours is customer service at getjigy.com. So let's type that in. And what this means is this is the account that your application will be sending emails out of. So when people get an email, it'll say customer service at getjigy.com. We put our password in for that email account. Now let me show you how to get these 2 top fields. Let's go to I'm gonna take you to the GoDaddy documentation. I'm just gonna show you how you would get this with GoDaddy, but it's the same if you have email with Google or whoever you have it with. It's the same thing, but GoDaddy has really good help documentation. So let's go over here to setting up email address with IMAP. So if we scroll down, what you'll see is an outgoing mail server. That's what we're looking for. So right here is smtpout.secureserver.net. And we see we already have that as a placeholder here. And over here we have an outgoing port. And the SSL port for that is 465. So that's the port that we're going to use. So it's outgoing mail server, smtpout.secureserver.net. Let's copy that, paste it over. And then we're going to grab port 465. Copy that, paste it over. Now this is the SSL port. You can use 80 or whatever other clear text port they have also, but it's not going to give you that security. Right? So let's agree to the terms and conditions. We've read it. Alright. Now if you haven't read it, go to it. But now let's say create my project. Now this thing is spinning. That means there's some magic happening in the background. Alright, our download is ready. Boom. It's downloading. Now while this downloading, I'm going to go over, I want to show you the email that we're going to be using. Your inbox folder is empty. We see that it's empty. So this is what we're going to be using to test out that login code. I'm gonna use simple and easy 88, and I'm gonna say I forgot my password. This is my email, but I forgot my password, so it's gonna send us an email to here. But let's extract our project. Let's get this extracted. While this is extracting, let's go over and grab the login form. We can go on and copy this. All right, let's get that copied. Boom. Okay. It looks like, no, it's still extracting. Okay. It looks like it's done extracting. So let's go over and let's import our new project into NetBeans. Jigy test email. You see test email right there, it's extracted. And here's our project right here. Boom, open it up. Now once this project opens, we're just gonna go into the index page, index.jsp, and we're gonna copy this login code in there. Look at the web pages, web.inf, JSP, and so you see we have our index.jsp right here. So we're gonna open that up. And let's get rid of this code right here that's already there. Just gonna get rid of that. Then we're gonna do a head and a body just to make it a well-formed document. So here's our head, give it a little space in here, boom. Get to the body. Alright, we're just gonna paste our code in here, boom. Now let's go over to the footer. I clicked on the wrong one. Sorry, that's not right. Yeah. Let's go to the footer.jsp. Inside the footer we have common.js, the script. So I like to just copy it straight out of the footer so I don't have to type it again. But I'm just gonna copy this and paste it into the head. And then I'm gonna paste it again because I actually want to include jQuery also. And that's under JS vendor jQuery-1.10.1. So let's get that on there too. Vendor jQuery-1.10.1.min.js. Okay, here we go. Now we got that. Let's format our code, format it, get it cleaned up. Boom, now it's looking good. Save it. And now we're gonna run it. Let's run it. Alrighty, it's running. Now, while that's running, let's see. This is what we're going to be using now. Forgot password. Right here in this form. And here's the user that we're going to be using. Email address simpleandeasy88@yahoo.com. He has password testing123. Now we're just going to act like we don't know the password though. This is in our world database. User table simpleandeasy88@yahoo.com. His password is testing123. But I'm going to say, hey, I forgot my password. I'm simpleandeasy88@yahoo.com, but I forgot my password. And so it ought to send us an email allowing us to reset our password. Let's try it out. Here it is. Okay, it's loaded up. So you see we have the okay. You see we have the forgot our password link. Let's paste it in there and say send. An email has been sent to the address provided. Check your email to complete the recovery process. Alright, so let's check to see if it's in there. Boom. We have one email in our inbox. It's from customer service@getjigy.com. Test email password reset. Check it out. So we can click this link and then allow us to reset our password. And this just works out of the box. You don't have to do anything. Look, this has been another Jigy generator video tutorial. Please support us. Please support us. Please go on and donate. We thank you for all your support. And hey, do not try to figure out how or why this thing works. There's no rhyme or reason. It just works. Understand me. It just works. All right.